Hey everyone, so welcome back to another Top Tip Thursday. Today we are going to be talking about AFKing, and I know that's super confusing, and the plan is to make it as confusing as possible. So I'm going to be talking to you about all of the different weird ways that you can AFK in B-Swarm and how you can actually use them to your advantage. So here we go, let's crack straight on. So the first one I want to talk to you about is when you're in a field, there should absolutely never be a point where you AFK and you are like not in a field farming. So what you need to do is if you, with your mouse, you can use this obviously while you're playing as well, but it's especially prevalent while you're AFKing in a field. So the best thing to do is just click and drag and then drag off the top of the screen like that. And you see you'll keep collecting all the time. So, you know, it's like I'm making free money while I'm AFK right now. So I can go and, you know, do whatever I like. And, yeah, it's like I'm still making money. So there's not a time where you shouldn't be, like, farming in a field. So if you do end up at a hive, like, it's okay. But try and collect in fields because you're making, like, free money. This next one does kind of rely on some of the old like confusing tools, but if you don't already have one, if you pick yourself up an auto clicker, so you can actually find one on my Discord, and you know, if I've actually nailed this, then hopefully you should see one appear on the screen now. But if it doesn't, just go into the description. You'll see a link to my Discord. Go to the Discord and it'll be there in useful links. If not, just ask someone and someone will find it for you. But basically, like, so the idea of this is imagine if you could make 5 tickets an hour. How cool would that be? Oh my god, you can. Because if you just AFK on the clock and you hover your mouse over here and make it click like every 1 minute or something like that, as soon as your wealth clock comes up, bang, free tickets. So if you log in, then you get 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then for the next like 6 hours that you're AFKing while you're sleeping, you're making tickets. So imagine you do 6 times 5, that's like 30 tickets overnight, plus the 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. You know, you're making like 50 or 60 tickets a night just literally for being AFK. So it's well worth just standing here and clicking this button once every minute using an auto clicker. So check it out on the Discord. Hopefully I'll try and make it appear again now. Yo, so you guys have to give me a bit of a pass. I know Adam's a noob for using Gummy Hat in Snail, but that's not what we're talking about. So on my desk I keep a roll of electrical tape. If you don't know what electrical tape is, just Google it. Like, it's not important. Basically you just need something heavy enough to hold down your spacebar, because what will happen is if you put something on your spacebar and you constantly jump while you're AFKing at Snail, you will kill your snail a hell of a lot quicker. So my snail generally dies in about 5 hours if I don't jump, but it dies in about 2 hours if I do jump. So it's more than a 50% like efficiency increase. That's what we're all about. So if you want to kill your snail quicker while AFKing, put something on your spacebar and you'll jump constantly. So remember that this isn't a substitute for an auto clicker, because that first jump only counts as 1 click. So you will actually AFK after 20 minutes. So you'll disconnect. So make sure you're using an auto clicker with this, but you know, you can, this it really helps. So this is another like top AFK trick. So this last tip here is for all of you AFK machines who have Petal wands. So Petal wands mechanic, obviously every 3 hits, every 3 collections, you fire out a shuriken. So one of the things that you can do is stand on the edge of the field rather than in the middle of it. So this obviously only applies to those who have the Petal wand, and what that means is all your bees will actually collect in front of you. So that's why you want to stand on the edge of the field, and that's quite often while you'll see people standing on the edge of the field. So remember, you're going to need an auto clicker, and you're going to need it clicking as often as possible, and you'll be able to see while I'm standing here, I will probably never fill up my backpack. If I put down my sprinkler, I will probably never fill up my backpack, because while I'm collecting, my bees are all collecting at the same time, but every three collections I throw out a shuriken that is converting some of my pollen. So in theory, you can stand here, all day, all night, and you're collecting money. So right now you can see I'm doing 200, 300, 400k a second because I've got my tornado running, because I'm collecting the tokens, and it'll obviously stack up a tiny bit. But you think, if I'm doing 500k a second, what's that? I'm doing nearly 30 mil a minute. 30 mil a minute. If I do 30 mil a minute, I'm doing 1.8, 180 million an hour. And, it all adds up. It's just making cash. And it's free money for doing nothing. So this is another top tip. So I hope that some of these tips were useful to you. And if there's anything that needs clarifying or you want more information, just drop a comment or come and see me on one of the live streams and I'll do my best to come and help you.